My sister laughed at my ambitions, now she asks for backstage passes. They say family should be your biggest supporters, but my sister Mariah had a different philosophy: crush dreams before they embarrass the family. When I told everyone at dinner that I wanted to pursue music full-time, she didn't just dismiss me, she burst into laughter. Called me delusional in front of our entire family while our parents exchanged embarrassed looks like I'd just announced something shameful. She'll be begging for help in 6 months, she muttered as I left the table, and I knew in that moment I had 2 choices: prove her right or disappear and prove her spectacularly wrong. This is the story of how sisterly mockery became my fuel, how a $27 bus ride became my escape, how a basement studio became my laboratory, and how the girl who laughed at my dreams eventually stood outside my sold-out arena crying and asking for backstage passes. She called my music career delusional. She never expected I'd headline festivals while she was begging for access. When she finally admitted she wanted me to fail so she could remain the successful sister, I realized something: I didn't need her validation anymore. I'd already won. Hey everyone! Before we dive into today's story, let me know where you're watching from in the comments below. Drop your city or country, we love connecting with our global community. If you're enjoying our content, please hit that subscribe button, smash the like button, and don't forget to click the notification bell so you never miss our amazing stories. Share this with friends who've been doubted by their own families. Now, let's get into Sienna's incredible journey. I'm sitting at Sunday dinner, my hands shaking slightly under the table, trying to find the perfect moment to tell my family what I've decided. My parents are discussing my dad's job. My older sister Mariah is scrolling through Instagram, showing off her new designer handbag to my mom. "That's beautiful, honey," Mom says. "Your marketing job is really paying off." Mariah smiles proudly. "I'm up for a promotion next month. Senior account manager. Corner office. The whole thing. This is it. If I don't speak now, I never will." "I have something to announce," I say, my voice coming out smaller than I intended. Everyone looks at me. Mariah sets down her phone with obvious annoyance. "I've decided to pursue music full-time. I'm moving to the city to focus on my career as a singer-songwriter." The silence is immediate and suffocating. Then Mariah bursts into laughter. Not a polite chuckle. A full, mocking laugh that echoes through our dining room. "You're joking, right?" She looks around the table like she's waiting for someone to confirm this is a prank. "Sienna, you're delusional. Like, actually delusional." "I'm serious. I've been working on demos, reaching out to producers." "Oh my God, she's serious." Mariah laughs harder. "Mom, Dad, are you hearing this? Your 23-year-old daughter who can barely pay rent wants to be a pop star." My parents exchange embarrassed looks. My dad clears his throat uncomfortably. "Sienna, music is a nice hobby," he says carefully. "But you need stability. A real career." "Music is a real career for people with talent and drive," I say, my voice shaking. "Honey, Mariah's right to be concerned," my mom adds. "The music industry is brutal. Maybe you should focus on your job at the bookstore and do music on the side?" I am focused. That's why I'm doing this full-time. Mariah rolls her eyes dramatically. This is so embarrassing. What am I supposed to tell people when they ask what my sister does? Oh, she's chasing a pipe dream? I stand up, my chair scraping loudly. "I didn't ask for your approval. I was telling you what I'm doing." "Good luck with that," Mariah calls as I walk toward my room. "You'll be begging for help in 6 months." I pause at the doorway, my back to them, hearing every word. "She's making a huge mistake," Mariah continues. Someone needs to talk sense into her. I close my bedroom door and sit on my bed, staring at my packed duffel bag. The decision solidifies in that moment. I won't just prove them wrong. I'll disappear from their lives entirely. The next morning, I'm on a Greyhound bus to the city with $847 in my bank account and everything I own in a single duffel bag. My phone buzzes with a text from Mariah. Still time to quit embarrassing yourself. Come home and we can pretend this didn't happen. I stare at the message for a long moment. Then I open the family group chat, the one we've had for years, full of birthday wishes and holiday plans and casual updates. I delete it entirely. Block Mariah's number. Turn off my phone. The bus rolls through flat countryside, turning into suburbs, turning into city skyline. I have no plan beyond make music, survive, succeed. A woman across the aisle notices my guitar case. You play? Yeah. I'm a singer-songwriter. Moving to the city to pursue it. That's brave. I hope it works out for you. It will. It has to. Because going back isn't an option. I move into a tiny basement apartment in a rough neighborhood, sharing it with two strangers I found on Craigslist. A graphic designer named Maya and a bartender named Chris. The room is barely big enough for a twin mattress. Water pipes run along the ceiling. The single window looks out at a brick wall. But the rent is $400 a month, and that's all that matters. I set up my recording equipment, a basic microphone, a laptop with free software, borrowed headphones from Maya. For 2 weeks, I record demos. Send them to every producer, label, and studio I can find online. Most don't respond. A few send form rejections. One producer, a guy named Elliot Ford, agrees to listen in person. I show up at his studio nervous and hopeful, playing him 3 of my best songs. He listens with his eyes closed. When I finish, he opens them and shrugs. Your voice is forgettable. You sound like every other girl with a guitar. Nothing special. The words hit like physical blows. But people have said I have a unique tone. People lie to be nice. I'm telling you the truth. You're not ready for this industry. Maybe come back in a few years after you've developed something distinctive. I leave his studio fighting tears. Back in the basement, I sit on my mattress wondering if Mariah was right. Maybe I am delusional. A week later, a different producer named Jace Moreno reaches out. Elliot Ford forwarded me a demo you accidentally left on his desk. The raw vocal of you just singing without production. I need to hear more. I meet him at a small studio in a converted warehouse. Jace is younger than I expected, maybe 30, with tattoos covering both arms and an easy smile. Sing something, he says, sitting at the mixing board. Anything. Just raw voice. I'm so nervous I can barely breathe, but I close my eyes and sing the first verse of a song I wrote in high school about feeling invisible. When I open my eyes, Jace is staring at me. That's it. That's the voice I heard in the demo. How are you not signed already? Everyone says I'm forgettable. Everyone's wrong. Your voice has ache in it. Real ache. That's rare. He leans forward. I want to work with you. I can't pay you yet, but I'll produce tracks for free until we get you noticed. Why would you do that? Because I hear something in you that reminds me why I got into music in the first place. Authenticity. I break down crying right there. The first person to actually believe in me since I left home. Thank you, I manage through tears. Don't thank me yet. We have a lot of work to do. That night, I check Instagram and see Mariah posted a new TikTok, PSA, Just because you want something doesn't mean you should quit your job for it. Some people really think they'll be stars, lol. The comments are all laughing emojis and facts and agreement. I recognize the dig instantly. I screenshot it. Save it. Fuel for later. Jace books me an open mic night at a local venue called the Velvet Room. It's small, but industry people scout there sometimes. Good place to start. I practice for a week straight. Memorize every note. Every breath. The night arrives. The venue is packed, maybe 80 people crammed into a dark room with a tiny stage. I'm halfway through my second song when the sound system cuts out completely. The microphone goes dead. The speakers crackle, then silence. I freeze on stage, unsure what to do. The crowd starts getting restless. Someone boos. Others pull out phones. The sound guy is frantically trying to fix it, but nothing's working. I stand there in terrible silence for what feels like hours but is probably 30 seconds. Then something in me snaps. If the equipment won't work, I'll do it without equipment. I start singing a cappella. Just my voice. Raw. Vulnerable. Filling the silence. The crowd quiets. Phones stay out, but now they're recording for different reasons. I finish the song without any microphone, without any backing track, just my voice cutting through the dark room. When I finish, there's a beat of silence. Then the room erupts in applause. People are standing. Cheering. Recording. I walk off stage shaking. Jace finds me in the back. That was incredible. Disaster turned into magic. But the next morning, I see videos circulating online. The titles are cruel. Singer's equipment fails spectacularly and open mic disaster and technical difficulties ruin performance. People are laughing at me. Again. I sit in my basement room crying, ready to give up. Then Jace calls. Have you checked the views on those videos? I don't want to. They're humiliating. Sienna, one of them has 400,000 views. And the comments, you need to read the comments. I open the video with shaking hands. The comments section is full of praise. Her voice without any production is insane. This is what real talent sounds like. Who is she? I need her music immediately. The way she recovered from that technical fail. Iconic. The video keeps climbing. By evening, it hits 800,000 views. My Instagram gains 12,000 followers overnight. And buried in my DM requests is a message from Lunar Records, a small indie label. We'd love to talk about possibly working together. Your voice is exactly what we're looking for. I show Jace, hardly believing it. See? Disaster or not, they heard you. Real you. I meet with Lunar Records the following week. Their office is a converted loft with exposed brick and vintage recording equipment displayed like art. The A&R rep, a woman named Cassidy Lane, is enthusiastic but something feels off. We want to sign you to a 3-album deal. We'll handle production, marketing, distribution, everything. That sounds amazing. What are the terms? She slides a contract across the table. Standard new artist agreement. I read through it carefully. The percentages are terrible. They'd own my masters, control my creative direction, take 80% of streaming revenue. This says you have final approval on all creative decisions. That's normal. We know the industry. We'll guide you toward commercial success. But these are my songs. My voice. I should have creative control. You're unproven. We're taking the risk. These terms reflect that. I look at Jace, who's reading the contract with a furrowed brow. Can we think about this? I ask. The offer expires in 48 hours. We have other artists interested in our resources. Back outside, Jace is blunt. That contract would trap you for years. You'd basically be their employee, not an artist. But it's a record deal. Isn't that what I'm supposed to want? Not at the cost of your artistic soul. That night, I see Mariah's Instagram. Photos of designer bags, expensive dinners, her successful life on full display. The caption, "Hard work pays off when you chase real goals." I know it's a dig at me. I decline Lunar Records' offer. Fueled by frustration, rejection, and Mariah's constant online presence, I write a new song in one angry, cathartic session. I call it Glass Ceilings. It's about people who try to box you in. Who laugh at your dreams. Who want you to stay small so they can feel big. Every line is a direct response to Mariah's mockery. You built your walls and called them protection asterisk. Laughed at my ladder, called it rejection asterisk. But I'll climb through your glass ceilings asterisk. Watch me rise through your disbelief asterisk. When I play it for Jace, he's quiet for a long moment. This is it. This is the song that could change everything. You think it's good? I think it's fire. But we can't wait for another label to discover it. We need to release this independently. How? We don't have money for proper production or marketing. We'll crowdfund the production costs. Release it ourselves on streaming platforms. Build buzz organically. Own our masters. Control everything. That's risky. So is playing it safe. We launch a small crowdfunding campaign through a platform called Backbeat Artists, $3,000 to produce and release Glass Ceilings independently. Help us own our art. I post the link to my Instagram followers with a raw, honest video explaining why this matters. I turned down a record deal that would have controlled my music. Now I'm asking for your help to release this song the right way. Every dollar goes to production, distribution, and ensuring I keep ownership of my work. The response is immediate and overwhelming. Maya donates $50 with a note, "Believe in you, Rumi." Chris contributes $30, "Can't wait to hear it." People I barely know? Followers who've been watching my journey, chip in $5, $10, $20, $50. Someone donates $200 anonymously. We hit $1,000 in 6 hours. $2,000 by the end of day 1. $3,000 in 6 days total. I cry watching the donations roll in, realizing these strangers believe in me more than my own family ever did. Jace and I spend 2 intense weeks in the studio perfecting every element of Glass Ceilings. We layer vocals, my lead track, harmonies, ad-libs. The production is driving but intimate, with beats that punch and spaces that breathe. Every lyric is mixed to cut through speakers and headphones alike. We master it 3 times before we're satisfied. Upload night is Friday, November 12th. We schedule releases across every major platform, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, Amazon Music, Tidal, all simultaneously at midnight Eastern Time. At 11:45 p.m., Jace and I sit in his studio watching the clock. "Last chance to freak out," he says. Already freaking out. Good. That means you care. 11:58 p.m. My heart is pounding so hard I can feel it in my throat. 11:59 p.m. We refresh every platform, making sure links are live. 12 a.m. Glass Ceilings by Sienna Parker is officially available worldwide. We watch the Spotify stream count, 0 plays. Then 1. Then 4. Then 12. 47 streams by the end of the first hour. 89 streams by 1 a.m. 134 streams by 2 a.m. These are modest numbers. Not viral. Not explosive. Maybe we need to give it time, Jace says, trying to sound optimistic. I fall asleep on his studio couch around 3 a.m., disappointed and exhausted. My phone alarm wakes me at 7 a.m. I grab it groggily and check the stream count. 306,492 plays. I sit up so fast I almost fall off the couch. Jace. Jace. He wakes up at his desk where he apparently fell asleep too. What? What's wrong? 300,000 streams. What? I show him my phone. His eyes go wide. It's on New Music Friday. It's on rising artists. It's on female powerhouses. Major playlists added it overnight. We frantically check every platform. Apple Music, 89,000 plays. YouTube, 124,000 views. Amazon, 45,000 streams. The comments are flooding in across everything. How is this not everywhere yet? This song is everything I needed to hear. Why haven't I heard of her before? This is the breakout voice of the year. Adding to all my playlists immediately. Jace and I just stare at each other in disbelief. It's happening, he whispers. Sienna, it's actually happening. Loving the story so far? Drop a comment with your location. Are you watching from Atlanta, Manila, Berlin, or somewhere else? We read every single one. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up if you're rooting for Sienna, and share this with someone who's chasing a dream everyone doubted. Turn on notifications so you never miss these incredible stories. Now, back to the action. Playlists are adding glass ceilings. Big playlists, New Music Friday, rising artists, female powerhouses. Comments flood every platform. This song is everything. Why is this not everywhere yet? This is the breakout voice of the year. Music blogs start writing about me. One calls me the artist you haven't heard of yet but will be everywhere in 6 months. By the end of the weekend, the song has 2 million streams. My inbox fills with messages from labels, managers, booking agents. One stands out, Marcus Reed, A&R executive at Horizon Records, a major label. We need to meet. Tuesday. My office. This song is exactly what's missing from music right now. The Horizon Records office is nothing like Lunar Records' converted loft. This is corporate. Glass towers. Reception desks. Conference rooms with floor-to-ceiling windows. Marcus Reed is polished, confident, and direct. We want to sign you. Multi-album deal. Full creative control. Radio push. Tour support. The complete package. What are the terms? We'll pay you a $150,000 advance. You keep 60% of master recordings. We handle marketing, distribution, and promotion. You maintain creative approval on all artistic decisions. It's everything Lunar Records wasn't. Why the better terms? I ask. Because glass ceilings proves you know what you're doing. We're not signing potential, we're signing proven talent. Jace reviews the contract carefully. This is fair. Really fair. They're betting on you, not controlling you. I sign. As I'm leaving the building, my phone buzzes with a text from an unknown number. I open it. It's Mariah. Call me. We need to talk. I stare at those words for a long moment. Then I block the number without responding. I spend the next 3 months recording my debut EP with Jace producing. Every song is personal. Every lyric cuts deep. I pour years of pain, doubt, and determination into the vocals, the dinner table mockery, the bus ride alone, the basement studio, the open mic disaster, all of it. My debut single, Breaking Open, releases in March. It hits number 11 on the Billboard Hot 100 by the second week. My phone is constant chaos, interview requests, performance invitations, collaboration offers. My parents send a group text, "Congratulations, Sienna. We're so proud of you. Love, Mom and Dad." Mariah sends nothing. I'm nominated for New Artist of the Year at the American Music Awards. The nomination announcement goes viral on social media. My name trends on Twitter. A late-night talk show invites me to perform Glass Ceilings live. The night before the appearance, Mariah finally sends a message through Instagram since I blocked her number. "Congrats on everything. Really happy for you. We should talk soon." I leave it on read. The talk show appearance is surreal. The host, Jennifer Chen, is warm and genuinely curious about my story. "Your song Glass Ceilings has resonated with millions. What inspired it?" I could lie. Could say something vague about overcoming obstacles. Instead, I tell the truth. Someone very close to me thought my dreams were a joke. Laughed at me when I said I wanted to pursue music. Told me I was delusional and embarrassing. That song was my response. Family member? Yes. Have they heard the song? I'm sure they have. Everyone has. The audience applauds. The clip goes viral immediately. Within hours, Mariah posts an Instagram story. Some people air private family business for clout. Just remember, there are always two sides to every story. Family is supposed to protect each other, not drag each other online. Face with rolling eyes. The internet immediately connects the dots. Comments flood her posts. "Did your sister write Glass Ceilings about you?" Imagine mocking someone's dreams then playing victim when they succeed. "She didn't name you, but you exposed yourself." My parents call in a panic. "Sienna, what are you doing? Why would you talk about family issues on national television?" I told my story. I didn't lie. "You're making Mariah look bad." Mariah made Mariah look bad when she laughed at me at dinner. I'm just being honest about what happened. This is causing so much drama in the family. You need to apologize. For what? For succeeding after she said I'd fail? For being vindictive? For embarrassing us? I'm not apologizing for telling my truth. I hang up. The next day, Glass Ceilings hits number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100. My first headlining tour, 20 cities across North America, sells out in 3 hours. Every venue. Every show. Sold out. The tour is called Breaking Open after my debut single. We start in Seattle, then Portland, San Francisco, LA, Phoenix. City after city, arena after arena, crowd singing every word. In Denver, after the show, my tour manager Andrea hands me an envelope. This came through official channels. Someone named Mariah Parker requested backstage passes for 2 in Chicago. My sister. Requesting access to my show. I stare at the request form. Andrea watches carefully. "What do you want me to do?" I spend the week before Chicago debating. Part of me wants to deny her. Let her buy tickets like everyone else. Make her wait in line. Feel what it's like to be outside looking in. But another part, smaller, quieter, wonders if she's changed. If success has taught her something. If we could possibly rebuild. Jace weighs in, whatever you decide, make sure it's for you, not for her. The night before Chicago, I make my decision. Let her in, I tell Andrea. But only for 15 minutes after the show. In my dressing room. Not backstage during. The Chicago show is electric. The United Center, 23,000 people? Sold out months ago. When I perform Glass Ceilings, the entire arena sings every word. After the encore, security escorts Mariah and her friend into my dressing room. She's dressed expensively, designer everything, like she's going to a gala, not a rock show. She throws her arms around me like we're best friends reuniting. Sienna. Oh my God, that was incredible. I knew you'd make it. I stand stiff, not returning the hug. Thanks for coming. Are you kidding? I wouldn't miss this. Your big sister, so proud. She pulls back, smiling wide. Also, I wanted to talk to you about something exciting. I'm launching a boutique, high-end fashion, curated pieces, and I was thinking you could do like an Instagram post or something? Help me promote it? It would be perfect because... And there it is. You want me to promote your business? Well, yeah. You have such a huge platform now. It would really help me get started. And we're family, so... Mariah, do you remember the last thing you said to me at dinner? Her smile falters. What? She'll be begging for help in 6 months. That's what you said when I told you I was pursuing music. Sienna, I was just worried about you. You called me delusional. You laughed at me. You mocked me online while I was sleeping in a basement and eating ramen for every meal. I was trying to protect you from disappointment. No. You wanted me to fail so you could stay the successful sister. And now that I've succeeded anyway, you want to use me. Her friend looks uncomfortable. Mariah's smile completely drops. That's not fair. I always believed in you deep down. Don't lie to me now after years of truth. Sienna, I came here to support you. You came here because you want something. Support would have been showing up when I had nothing. When I needed it. Not now that I'm selling out arenas. You're being cruel. I'm being honest. Something you should try. Mariah's face hardens. Fine. I tried. But don't come crying to me when all this fame goes away and you're alone. I'd rather be alone than surrounded by people who only value me for what I can give them. She storms out, her friend rushing after her. A reporter doing post-show interviews in the hallway overhears the entire exchange. The next morning, headlines everywhere. Sienna Parker shuts down clout-chasing sister backstage. Singer confronts family member who mocked her dreams. Glass Ceilings was about her sister, and she just proved why. Mariah's phone number is somehow leaked. She goes private on all social media. She sends me 47 texts, ranging from angry to apologetic to desperate. You've ruined my reputation. Everyone's attacking me online. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry. Please make a statement defending me. You're destroying our family. I don't respond to any of them. I have a show to prepare for. The tour continues. Milwaukee, Minneapolis, Chicago, second night, Detroit. In New York at Madison Square Garden, I perform Glass Ceilings to 20,000 people. Midway through, my voice breaks. Tears stream down my face as I sing the bridge. The cameras catch it all. The raw emotion. The vulnerability. The triumph. I finish the song and take a moment before speaking. This song was written in a basement when I had nothing. When someone I loved told me I'd never make it. I want to dedicate this performance to everyone who was told they weren't good enough. Who was laughed at for dreaming. Who made it anyway. The arena erupts. The American Music Awards arrive. I'm up against artists who've been in the industry for years, who have huge labels and massive teams. I'm the underdog in every category. When they announce New Artist of the Year, I'm holding Jace's hand so tight my knuckles are white. And the award goes to Sienna Parker. The room explodes. People are standing. Cheering. My name echoes through the venue. I walk to the stage in a daze. My acceptance speech is short. Thank you to everyone who believed in me when believing in me wasn't easy. And thank you to everyone who didn't, you gave me the fire I needed. After the show, I'm doing press interviews when I see her. Mariah. Standing at the barrier outside the venue with dozens of other fans trying to get close. She's crying. Our eyes meet across the crowd. I could walk past. Could pretend I don't see her. Instead, I tell security to let her through. We stand in a quieter corner of the venue, the chaos of the afterparty happening around us. I'm sorry, she says immediately. Really, truly sorry. Not because you're successful. Because I was cruel. Because I was jealous. Jealous of what? You had everything. The job, the apartment, mom and dad's approval. But you had courage. You had this fire inside you that made you willing to risk everything. I envied that. I've spent my whole life playing it safe, doing what's expected, following the rules. And you just jumped. And I wanted you to fail because if you succeeded, it would prove I'd been too afraid to ever try anything real. It's the most honest she's ever been with me. So you tried to keep me small. Yes. And I was wrong. I was so wrong. I take a deep breath. I can forgive you eventually. Maybe. But right now, I need distance. What you did hurt. It hurt for a long time. And that doesn't just disappear because you finally apologize. I understand. Maybe someday we can rebuild. But on my terms. With boundaries. With honesty. She nods, tears streaming. Whatever you need. We can start over, I tell her. But from a distance. My life isn't your stage anymore. You don't get to use my success to fix your insecurity. I know. If you want a relationship with me, it has to be real. Not performative. Not transactional. Real. I want that. I really do. Then prove it over time. Not with grand gestures. With consistency. With respect. She wipes her eyes. Thank you for even giving me a chance. Don't thank me yet. Earn it. I walk away, back toward the after-party, back toward my team, back toward the life I built without her. Behind me, she calls out, Sienna? I turn. I really am proud of you. Even if I never showed it before. I know you are. Now. 6 months later, I'm headlining my first international music festival in London. 60,000 people in the crowd. Artists from 12 countries. Streaming live to millions worldwide. I walk onto the stage wearing confidence like armor, holding my guitar, looking out at the sea of faces and phone lights. This is the life Mariah called delusional. This is the dream she laughed at. And I'm living it. I play Glass Ceilings as my final song, and the entire festival sings along. As confetti rains down and the crowd roars, I think about that dinner table. That bus ride. That basement. Every moment of doubt and struggle. And I realize something, I didn't build this career to prove Mariah wrong. I built it to prove myself right. That I was talented. That I was brave. That I was exactly who I always knew I could be. Her belief or disbelief doesn't matter anymore. Because I believe in me. And that's all that ever mattered. The music swells. The lights shine. The crowd chants my name. I close my eyes and let it all wash over me. Not as validation from others, but as confirmation of what I always knew. I was never delusional. I was just the only one brave enough to try. What an incredible journey. Thanks for watching till the end. Please let us know in the comments where you tuned in from. We absolutely love hearing from our amazing global audience. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Give us a thumbs up if Sienna's story inspired you, share this with someone who's chasing their creative dreams, and hit that notification bell so you catch all our future stories. Remember, the people who laugh at your dreams today will be asking for backstage passes tomorrow. Keep creating. Keep believing. Keep becoming exactly what they said was delusional. See you in the next one. The protagonist of this story is Sienna Parker.